Peace, Progress and Prosperity themed Northeast Integration Rally 2026 aimed to promoting unity and peaceful coexistence among diverse communities of Northeast, riches Imphal. KOKOMI convener YK Dhirendra urges public to cease work and take part in the January 31 public rally demanding ITP rehabilitation, free movement along national highways and integrity of Manipur. Universal Mothers Association appeals for suspension of all entertainment activities including concerts, fairs and Tambola from January 21st until the conclusion of class 10 and class 12 board examinations. And at 41, Naveen becomes youngest national president in the history of BJP. Prime Minister Narendra Modi calls Naveen a leader with strong organizational experience and reiterates confidence in his leadership for the party's future decisions. Hello and welcome to Impact News. You're watching Primetime English Bulletin. I'm Colonel SHAMBANDURAM, bringing you the top stories and latest news at this hour. Now, the news in details. Northeast Integration Rally 2026 aims at promoting unity and peaceful coexistence among diverse communities of the Northeast, rich Imphal today. Organized by KRC Foundation under the theme Peace, Progress and Prosperity, the rally began from Kolkata on January 4. After entering Manipur, the rally proceeded from the Segmai to Imphal this morning and later reached the Imphal Peace Museum at the Maibam Lotpaching, where a series of programs were held. A main event of the rally was organized this evening at Gandhi Memorial Hall, Imphal, along with other cultural and interaction programs. Speaking on the occasion, KRC Foundation Managing Trustee Vishwadeep Gupta said the rally brings together over 200 communities of the Northeast with the vision of fostering mutual understanding, harmony and collective progress beyond individual ethnic identities. After its stay in Imphal, the rally will travel from Imphal to Judo tomorrow and will conclude at Guwahati on 8th of January.
But we don't care, nobody caring at grassroots level. Because no good foundation players, once they reach at big academies and coaches, they are helpless there because they are not getting good stuff at that level because their foundation is so weak. Make a strong foundation. We are that this is our attempt, and thanks for thanking my IAS authorities and plus Manipur Judo Association and also Judo Federation of India. They are also helping us.
Manipur Integrity KOKOMI convener YK Dhirendra urged public to extend full support and participation in the process in the proposed public rally on January 31st, demanding the rehabilitation of internally displaced persons in their original homes, free movement along national highways, and an end to divisive policy allegedly imposed by Center on Indigenous Communities of the state. Speaking to media at KOKOMI office in Imphal today, YK Dhirendra urged the public to cease work and take part in the rally with seriousness and unity. He informed that the rally will begin at 10 a.m. from Thangmaiban Thau ground, pass through various parts of Imphal and culminate at the Kuman Lampak, where a public meeting will be held to take one resolute public stance. YK Dhirendra appealed to all communities, civil society organizations, transporters and well-wishers to actively support the rally by providing logistical assistance. He also urged the public to suspend routine activities on the day to ensure the program's success, stressing that the movement is crucial to safeguard Manipur's integrity and collective future.
Concert asida ekoi lamdam asida laibiriba tongan ba aina ngasai hana haijakre club organization Maira Paibi, Tongan School College gi, Mairo Sing, Tongan community singi Lairiba, Manipur the Kundariba, Ekoi community gi, Ichilina Punamakna, Ekoi Amatoiba Lingzen do. Unmina duna ekoi tangdu leitawa Manipur khonai oinaba honaba mayam mateng pangbiu amusung masi gi thorom masi silakpa matamda wakhan gi pungning gi amusung financial gi oiba khuding maksing ase miyamna mateng pangbiduna sigumba khongchat Manipur kan khongchat ase mapung
Campaign for Just and Fair Delimitation JFD convener Jitendra Ningomba warns that JFD would launch a mass agitation if centre proceeds with census despite strong public opposition. Speaking at a public meeting held today at Mayang Imphal, Anilongbi, jointly organized by JFD, Kuman Laibaki, Lamyan Bakanglup KLLA and Women Welfare Association WWA. Jitendra said JFD is a joint platform of like-minded organizations formed in April 2025 to oppose census and delimitation without first correcting erroneous data and identifying and deporting illegal immigrants. He revealed that written submission had been sent to Ministry of Home Affairs, Governor of Manipur and other authorities, but alleged that concerns raised were ignored and no response was received. Jitendra Ningomba accused state bureaucrats of showing little concern for the interests of their own land and criticized the government's tendency to act only after public outcry. Reiterating JFD's stand, he urged both the centre and the state government to conduct census and delimitations only after illegal immigrants are properly identified and deported. Speaking at the public meeting, JFD Secretary Finance Sunil Karam stressed that people must clearly understand why the public of Manipur is raising strong opposition to conduct of census. He said certain groups are eagerly awaiting the census and therefore urged the public to remain resolute in opposing the exercise until the illegal immigrants are identified and deported. Sunil Karam also cautioned that the issues could lead to agitations and public movement and called upon the public to actively participate in any movement taken in this regard. An elderly woman who lived alone was found dead inside her residence at Singjumai Oinam Thingeld and the Singjumai police station in Imphal West district today. The deceased is identified as 70-year-old Oinam Thoibi. Exact cause of death is yet to be ascertained. Forensic science team along with police personnel conducted an on-site examination and initiated an investigation. Police has registered a case and started further inquiry into the incident. The body has been shifted to RIMS morgue for post-mortem examination. Meanwhile, the Singjumai MLA Y. Kim John visited the spot to take stock of the situation. As part of state government's ongoing war on drug campaign, a combined team of security forces, Forest Department, NAB and Executive Magistrate destroyed around 22 acres of poppy cultivation at Dampi areas under Sangaikot police station in Churchandpur district yesterday. Police reports says 3 huts found at the site were also burnt down and 10 samples of poppy plants with pots were seized. Zeliarong United Front ZUF rejects claimed by Kuki refugee group that the German Road and the Tiger Road are lifelines, stating that such assertions disregards the historical and customary rights of the Zeliarong Inpi Naga people. In a press release, ZUF says it does not recognize or permit the constructions or use of these roads within its territorial traditional territory without lawful consent. The front expressed concern that the road could facilitate illegal activities such as drug trafficking, arms smuggling and undocumented immigration. ZUF urged center and state security forces to maintain neutralities and professionalisms, warning against any nexus with underground groups. It also reiterates strict oppositions of illegal poppy cultivation in Zeliarong Inpi areas. Governor J. Kumar Bhalla extended warm greetings and best wishes to people of the state on the occasions of Manipur Statehood Day 2026. In his message, the governor said January 21st mark a historic milestone as Manipur became a full-fledged state of the Indian Union in 1972. He highlighted the state's rich cultural heritage, resilient people and their contribution in art, sports, culture and public service. The governor called upon citizens to reaffirm their commitment to peace, unity and inclusive growth and wish for a future of harmony, stability and prosperity of all. National People's Party NPP National Vice President Irengbam Hemochandra extends his wishes to the people of Manipur, Meghalaya and Tripura on their Statehood Day. Hemochandra stated that under the Northeastern Areas Reorganization Act 1971, Tripura, Manipur and Meghalaya attained statehood on January 21, 1972. Hemochandra acknowledged the contributions made by these three states of Northeast to national development. Hemochandra, in his message on social media, said that Statehood Day is always remembered by the people with pride and happiness. It is also a day for introspections achieved so far and evolved a strategy to move forward for a secure tomorrow. He added that Manipur has progressed as a result of collective efforts. He urged for peace and stability in the state. On the other hand, the proscribed People's Revolutionary Party of Kanglei Park, PREPARG, urged public to refrain from participating in the 54th Statehood Day observance scheduled for January 21st. In a press statement issued by its charge, the Affairs, Publicity and Propaganda, Leibak Nagpuluang, PREPARG claimed that Statehood Day celebration is an effort to the collective memory of the people of Kanglei Park. The statement asserts that Kanglei Park was never part of Indian territory and allege that the observance projected as a celebration of independence is misleading. The outfit appeals to the people not to take part in the official program. Universal Mothers Association UMO appeals for suspension of all entertainment activities in the state, including concerts, fair and tombola from January 21st until the conclusion of Class 10 and Class 12 board examination. Speaking to media at UMO office in Blumfeld, Kuno today, President Moirang Themd Sorojini emphasized that the appeal was first communicated to the public on January 14 and called for full cooperation to safeguard students' academic progress. She warned that individuals violating the directives would be held accountable for any consequences. Sorojini noted that students' education has been severely impacted since the COVID-19 pandemic and further disturbance could set them back in a highly competitive academic environment. She also clarifies that the decision was made solely in the interest of students despite the current hardship faced by local artists due to prevailing unrest.
ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯅꯨꯃꯤꯠꯇꯨꯗ ꯇꯥꯡ 14ꯗ ꯂꯥꯎꯊꯣꯛꯈꯤꯕꯁꯤ ꯇꯥꯡ 22ꯗꯒꯤ ꯂꯦꯞꯄꯤꯌꯨ ꯍꯥꯏꯕꯅꯤ ꯇꯥꯡ 22ꯗꯒꯤ ꯂꯦꯞꯄꯗꯨꯅ 12 ꯄꯔꯤꯈꯥ ꯊꯥꯕ ꯂꯣꯏꯔꯀꯥꯟꯗ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯕꯟꯁꯤ ꯍꯥꯡꯗꯣꯛꯀꯅꯤ ꯍꯥꯏꯕ ꯕꯟ ꯅꯠꯇꯦ ꯆꯦꯞꯇꯔ ꯑꯃ ꯅꯣꯡꯃ ꯀꯥꯟꯕꯗ ꯄꯔꯥꯁꯤ ꯊꯥꯕ ꯋꯥꯠꯂꯤꯃꯤ ꯍꯩꯕ ꯋꯥꯠꯂꯤꯃꯤ ꯊꯥ 2-3 ꯂꯦꯞꯄꯛꯄ ꯑꯃ ꯇꯧꯔꯒ ꯄ꯭ꯔꯣꯃꯣꯁꯟꯗ ꯁꯨꯝ ꯂꯥꯛꯄ ꯇꯥꯔꯒꯗꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯑꯉꯥꯡꯁꯤꯡꯁꯤ ꯒ꯭ꯌꯥꯟ ꯂꯧꯁꯤꯡ ꯋꯥꯠꯇꯅ ꯃꯍꯩ ꯋꯥꯠꯇꯅ ꯃꯥꯂꯦꯝꯒꯤ ꯆꯥꯎꯈꯠꯂꯤꯕ ꯂꯩꯕꯥꯛꯁꯤꯒꯤ ꯃꯔꯛꯇ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯌꯥꯎꯕ ꯉꯝꯃꯣꯏꯗꯣꯔꯤ ꯃꯥꯡꯉꯛꯀꯗꯣꯔꯤ ꯍꯥꯏꯕꯁꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯌꯨ ꯑꯦꯝꯑꯣꯅ ꯀꯨꯞꯅ ꯈꯟꯅꯔꯒ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯍꯟꯖꯤꯜ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯌꯨ ꯑꯦꯝꯑꯣꯒꯤ ꯃꯁꯥꯂꯣꯏꯁꯪꯁꯤꯡꯒ ꯄꯨꯟꯅ 4-5ꯔꯛ ꯑꯩꯈꯣই ꯃꯤꯇꯤꯡꯁꯤ ꯐꯝꯃꯒ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯇꯧꯔꯛꯄꯅꯤ
Electronics and Information Technology NIELIT Dr. Madan Mohan Tripathi today inaugurated Bioinformation Research and Artificial Intelligence and Neuroscience Lab named Brand Lab at NIELIT Imphal. As part of his visit to Manipur, Madan Mohan also inaugurated the Student Club Collegium X based Basic Bioinformatics Applications Program BPO Executive Training Program and 8 new student center to operate under NIELIT Imphal. The inaugural program was held at the seminar hall of NIELIT Imphal. Speaking at the event, he called upon students and teachers to adopt the start-up culture to diverse nations progressed and carved a new path for development. He stressed the need for innovative ideas to address challenges faced by people of the state and to strengthen the economy. He stated that under the central government's artificial intelligence mission, several new initiatives have been undertaken and infrastructure development to adapt to rapid advancement of artificial intelligence globally. Expressing confidence, he said artificial intelligence can significantly contribute economic growth to the state if its benefit reach everyone. He further informed that under the ministry, finance assistance of up to Rs 5 lakh is provided to students of NIELIT centers across India for research programs and new projects. He assured full mentoring support from NIELIT for projects with potential to benefit the large public. The Director General also inspected the one-day job fair organized by NIELIT Imphal, aimed at providing employment opportunities to educated youths in the state.
Our major is only that how many startups have come out of that. If out of a batch of 60, if 5 startups come, that's very good for me. And we will, NIELIT has all the ecosystem to support you. We have launched recently a research program where every student team can be given 5 lakh from NIELIT if you have a good idea. It's an initial seed fund. And billing it is not a less amount for your students if you want to do any project. And then, if your idea is good, if industry, we can provide mentor from industry, and if you can go far, we'll be supporting. We'll be helping you to put in some other incubator where you can get more money or some accelerator programs. That support NIELIT can provide. But the faculty of NIELIT and the student of NIELIT together, you should work with the startups, and you should also think that how can you make new products for the country.
Now it's time for a small commercial break. After the break, we bring you news on the conclusions of a 2-day capacity building training on scientific smoke meat production. We'll be back with details after the break. Until then, keep watching Impact News.
NEET amadi JEE ki khwaidagi maming leiraba coaching institute Akas Educational Service Limited Manipur gi oina Imphal Center hangdok jaragani. Coaching institute asida residential amadi non-residential ki khudong jaba leijagani. Hen akupa marol gi damal TLT Sports Academy Tharoijam Imphal West natraga 9862928892 natraga 7005530701 natraga Akas Educational Services Limited ki website amadi Facebook page tagi khanglaba yagani.
Welcome back after the break. You're watching Primetime English Bulletin, and moving on with our bulletin, 2-day capacity building training on scientific smoke meat productions organized jointly by Northeastern Region Community Research Management Society Shillong and Manipur Smokehouse Delights concluded today at Kwakaithil Thokjom Leikai in called Lamhang Leirak, Imphal West District. The program was supported by Northeastern Council under the Ministry of Donor, experts from the NERCO SEOM and Arohan Foods Private Limited, Guwahati, provided training to FIGs and NGOs from Imphal West, Thoubal, Tamenglong and Senapati district. Arohan Foods mechanical engineer Pritam Thaushend highlighted that traditional meat smoking methods can pose serious health risks, including cancer, and said scientific smoke techniques helped eliminate such hazards. Terra Care NGO President Gaibilung Panmei from Tamenglong said the training helps participants understand the operations of modern smoking machines earlier installed by NARCOM and expressed confidence that trainees would soon begin commercial production of smoked meat.
Smoke is only for the flavor actually. It's not, it will no need to burn the meat, no need to color the that much of meat. No? So before doing that meat also, before selecting that smoke pork also, you have to see that pig is coming from where and it is the deworming or not before they are doing all the things, and we have to check if you want to go in the further process. No? You have to check that is any fever is there or not. So best age of the pig you select is from 8 month to 10 month.
Tamenglong da hangdo bani hojik ekoi gi narcom gi makha da ekoi gi su project ama macha ma pire yum su sabire du go machine su installation su loin mag loire ekoi na asi training yaudri phaw di ekoi na karmaina thabak du ran do gadra haibu du khangda bagi adum thambire bani hojik di haure.
As India moves forward on the path of a Viksit Bharat, innovation in agriculture is playing a crucial role. Farmers are increasingly adopting new technologies beyond traditional farming to ensure sustainability and better income. On such emerging method is hydroponic farming, which allows higher productivity with less water and land. Impact News video journalist Saikom Ruben and camera person P. Bobo bring you a special report.
The concept of growing crops without soil is gradually gaining ground in Manipur. At Aqua Harvest, a small hydroponic farm located at Nongchup Kameng in Imphal West District, traditional agricultural knowledge is being combined with modern technology to create a new model of farming. Co-founder of Aqua Harvest, Kundrakpam Chinkei, explained that crops are grown using nutrient-rich water under a controlled environment, ensuring consistent quality and faster growth. This method significantly reduces water consumption compared to conventional farming and offers a viable solution in the face of climate change and increasing water scarcity. Hydroponic farming not only improves yield but also eliminates the need for chemical pesticides, making the produce safer and more nutritious for consumers. The system allows farmers to grow vegetables throughout the year, regardless of seasonal limitations.
Masi akhoi haibta de scientific technology haitare aduda khoi sengna hai ising da thabani ising da thab se khoi nutrient ama seasonaraga A+B haitare nutrient seasonaraga thajabani pam tawraga ising je chingkhatpani chingkhalaga magi haiba akhoi gi pipe sida ising je chelhalmani chelhala matungda amuk recircle to haitare main oina khoina hujik focus tawjari se lettuce ka kaino brokchoi ga iceberg ka tawbani ahum je tawri hujiki oina di focus. Hydroponic farming se khoina kaitare si throughout the year tawbe yabanina have the income generation self reliance oibagi condition ama sulai aduga khoina puthoiba pothok si throughout the year haitare akhoi season naida haitare dum puthokpa yabagi condition lebanina hena sen sahi chupa dum puthokpanina akhoi 45 to 60 days ta ina haijaki baina kaitare puthokpa ngambanina akhoi hena income source of income se akhoi puthokpa tanwa ngami haitare.
Experts believe that such modern farming techniques can encourage young people to take up agriculture as a profession while also strengthening food security. By combining innovation, sustainability, and entrepreneurship, hydroponic farming is emerging as an important step toward a self-reliant and developed India. With growing challenges like climate change and shrinking agricultural land, hydroponic farming offers a promising alternative for the future of agriculture in Manipur.
For video journalist Saikom Ruben and camera person P. Bobo, this is Joyce Rosham, Impact News, Imphal.
Pau asi CAU gi PRMM sel na tawba Award in Scientific Journalism program ni makhara tawjabani akupa marol gi damak CAU gi Information and Publicity Officer Dr. Indira Thanojam da pau phabi rapayagani.
Well, that was a very informative report. Thanks to Saikom Ruben and Mr. Bobo. Moving on with our bulletin, stalls set up at the annual College Wig exhibition organized by Dana Manjuri College of Arts from January 19 has been attracting a large number of visitors. The exhibition features participation from 15 departments, with each department and a club showcasing informative and creative stalls. Students highlighted key issues affecting the states, including road maps for peace, promotion of Manipur tourism through Meitei traditional houses, concerns over global warming, and the richness of Manipuri culture and heritage. The exhibition will continue till January 23rd. Exhibition Committee Convener Dr. Tekchand Roshan said similar academic exhibition will be organized in the future to encourage innovation and student engagement.
Satra Satra Singsina College the Laga Larik Tambak Natab Moigi Nunda Lairiba Kutsa Hebagi personality Telen Mayamdo Madugi Utok Nabama Pamama Equina Piven Senior Koigi Pandam Se Duduga Masi Utopasina Satra Singsida Hena Tona Hapa Amadi Makoina Udiba item Singsida Tongan Bakalsar Yauri Kari Yauri Sisintina Samas the Su Kana Bamasakam Oigani Hanbadali Pankopani.
Award for Service to Humanity of Lamyan Bahijam Ibarabot Memorial Award Committee LHIMAC Lamding Thobal was conferred to Kanglepak News Tengbang Lut. The award distribution function was held today at Manipur Press Club, raised by Babina Group of Companies Chairman and Managing Director Dr. Thangcham Dabali, LHIMAC member Sorokhaibam Tomba, former Chief Town Planner Nebram Git Kumar, Chief Editor of Kanglipaki Maira Wangkhemcha Semjai, and members of LHIMAC. Financial assistance of Rs 1 lakh was presented to Kanglipak News Tengbang Lupt. Speaking on the sideline, Dr. Thangcham Dabli commented that the initiative, stressing that such event highlights and acknowledge the commitment and humanitarian service of associations and individuals working for the greater good of the society. He emphasized the importance of holding such event from time to time, giving recognition to groups and individuals who are working for a selfless cause in a state like Manipur, facing which is witnessing challenges across different sectors and a poor economy with high rate of unemployment and challenges in major sectors, namely healthcare and education.
Sigi program si sinbi basida ayhaki samaki maikai dagi yamna thagat chaningi manamde Manipur si sel thungge waba yamna leiba adagi thabak phangdana leibagi choba samasya aduga drug abuse tawagi aduga loinana healthcare gi dasu aduga education dasu awat pagi awat phangta leiba du malamdami aduna asigumba masagi oijaba thadok laga mi ba to ke mi ba khunai gi na to pami gi damada khanbiraga thorakliba ma organization asugumba mi sing asibu khoina masak khangbiba amasung marak parakta khoina honor tawdana sumaina gi award sim pibi base yamna mathau tayana khanjai.
Annual award distribution ceremony of Manipuri Sahitya Parishad Tripura was held today at Bhat Singh Yuva Awaj Conference Hall. During the event, awards were conferred to 12 individuals for their outstanding contributions to the field of literature. On the third day of the ongoing 7th Kundongbam Brajendra Theatre Festival, artists of Potsangbam Tomba Legacy Theatre presented its play A Board Interview. The play is directed by Potsangbam Rita. The 7th Kundongbam Brajendra Theatre Festival, carrying the message of theatre for an inclusive society, commenced on January 18 and is currently underway at Jawaharlal Nehru Manipur Dance Academy. 4 plays written by a late playwright Kundongbam Brajendra will be showcased in the theatre festival, which will continue till January 25. Affairs. Moreover, an award was presented to renowned playwright Mani Yumnam to honor his work in the field of theatre. Newly constructed building of the Whitehoe Judo Baptist Church in Kairao constituency was inaugurated today. Speaking on the sideline of the inauguration function organized by Whitehoe Judo Village Authority, Kairao MLA Laurembam Rameshwar called for collective efforts to restore peace and normalcy in the state. The event was also attended by Dolend Judo Baptist Church pastor Reverend James Thoitak, Lamdangmai Baptist Church pastor as the Victor, Whitehoe Judo Baptist Church pastor revered as the Sekholet, former Dolang ADC member Alar Toithak, village chief, church members and local residents. Also speaking on the occasion, the Itho Judo village chairman S.R. Thiri Song has praised MLA Rameshwar for putting efforts to uplift Whitehoe Judo village, which is still backward. He expressed happiness that the church has been completed with the MLA's support.
2017 miyang mura moina karaoke mi karak matam sidagi hoji phawda ngasi tharaga puna seras mapan sanga phangjare haibsa noi mayam baina anga mateng panga ayam sanga yaujabane maru ngasi sasimadi khoi khoi lai khunjom ne khwaidi yamna ina chaw mateng pangjaba duma sar saman aduna ngasi sigumba thar masina lakolo na manipur so akoi singdam nungsinaba hana ge dum manipur ngai marama lakho resanu
kendra sigi MLA gi wafam khitang ina thamjaning badi akhoi khulna si chaurapa mana pang iba mating si kaya mukti uiram gadabano haina jinba matamda kor tangkhai yasida da mana pangbi mashi magi thabak tawram khuding maktasu Whitehoe Judo gi oina di keiro kendra sida mangol da full support tawgani mathangi election da su mathang lakpa magi thabak khuding makta khoi Whitehoe Judo gi oina di mangon da full support tawre.
Chairman and Managing Director of Panthobi Housing Finance Company Limited, Thoktom Hemo, urged youths to contribute to the growth of the company. Speaking to media at the company's head office in Uripok, Torangbam, Leikai today, Hemo said Panthobi Housing Finance, a public limited company, is the first and only housing finance company in the Northeast. He said the company is in a strong position to expand operations with plans to open around 7,300 branches, supported by a large base of shareholders, addressing that the expansion could generate employment for nearly 110,000 people. Acknowledging earlier setback due to COVID-19 pandemic and prevailing crisis in the state, Hemo said the situation has improved, enabling the company to create new job opportunities for educated unemployed youths in Manipur. He added that the company offers loans against poverty, gold loans, microfinance loans and business loans.
In different countries, the Levikraba Manipuri people, Manipuri Jati, Mayam, Loina link Lainaraga, Akoi, Iramdam Sida, Sukimati, Mamanyam Lava, real estate Amoraba, Akoi Manipuri Jati, Punamakiweba, public limited finance company, Malay Krabanina, higher institution as a what kind of institution is this? Seven Sekoi, Loina Kaminaraga, Panthobi Housing Finance Company Limited Sigi, future courses of action plan, policy, strategies, Mayam, Jadminarakanda. Akoi maximum employment solution aduga maximum financial solution porakpagi matam adu hazik very right time where have
relief materials including blankets were donated to IDPs at Sagulmang and Leitan Pokpi Imphal East. The aid was extended by Amuko Poirei, COHR Amawova and MSF notebooks, pencils, edible items and winter clothes were also handed over to displaced children. Coalition Against Drug and Alcohol KADA today organized an academic awareness campaign to educate students on the harmful effect of drugs and illicit substances. The program was held at KADA Palace Compound Office and attended by students of Inspire Coaching Institute. KADA General Secretary Takelambam Gitchandra Mehte stressed that parents, teachers and senior members of society must act as a role model to effectively lead the fight against drug and alcohol abuse. As part of MGNREGA Bachao Sangam campaign, a village-level outreach and mass contact program was held at Wangu Ahalub Chithek Leikai Community Hall, the Kumbi Assembly Constituency today. It was organized by Kumbi Block Congress Committee. Bharatiya Janata Party BJP Working President Nitin Navin has been elected as the new national president of the party. The appointment was officially announced today by the party's National Returning Officer Dr. K. Lakshman at BJP headquarters in New Delhi after he secured the position unopposed amid the party's organizational election process. At 45, Navin became the youngest national president in the history of the Bharatiya Janata Party, marking a generational leadership shift within the party. He was felicitated by Prime Minister Narendra Modi, Union Home Minister Amit Saha, Defence Minister Rajnath Singh, outgoing BJP President J.P. Nadda and Union Minister Nitin Gadkari at the event. Narendra Modi later congratulated Navin, calling him a leader with strong organizational experience and reiterating confidence in his leadership for the party's future direction. Nitin Navin, a five-time MLA from Bihar's Bankipur constituency and a former minister in the Bihar government, has risen through the party's rank with organizational and electoral experience, reflecting the BJP's strategy of promoting younger leadership ahead of crucial upcoming elections. Defense Ministry announced that around 10,000 special guests have been invited to witness the 77th Republic Day Parade at Kartavya Path in New Delhi this year. Invitees include individuals who have made exemplary contributions in the income and employment generation, innovation, startups and self-help groups, as well as top performers under various government initiatives. The list also features farmers practicing natural farming, transgender persons and individuals rehabilitated under PM Smiled support for marginalized individuals for livelihood and enterprise scheme. Now the weather report. Manipur recorded a minimum temperature of 70 degrees Celsius and a maximum of 24.2 degrees Celsius in the past 24 hours. As per a report from ICAR Agro-Meteorological Unit Lamphal, humidity in the morning hour was 88% and 41% during afternoon. Now, moving on to international news, leaders of European Union countries will hold an emergency summit on January 22nd to discuss potential U.S. tariff threats linked to President Donald Trump's stated interest in acquiring Greenland. European Commission's spokesperson of Grilled said the meeting will focus on the U.S. warning of imposing tariffs. He stated that the EU is engaging with Washington at all levels and is taking all necessary steps to protect its economic interests, adding that the bloc is ready to respond if the tariffs are implemented. Earlier, EU ambassador held an emergency meeting in Brussels last Sunday to discuss the U.S. tariff threats and possible countermeasures. President Donald Trump has said the United States needs Greenland for national security and warned that tariffs would follow if no agreement is reached. Meanwhile, President Donald Trump also held a telephonic conversation with NATO Secretary General Mark Rutte on Greenland and said he would meet several parties in Davos, sharing details on the Truth Social today. Trump reiterated that Greenland is vital for American and global security. Now, the sports news from the world of sports. For the first time in the state, a 3-day seminar on development of judo coaches is currently underway, with today marking the second day. The seminar is being carried out under Manipur Judo Association at Takil Sai NERC Indoor Hall, led by Judo Chief Coach of Inspire Institute of Sport JSW grouped Ballery Dornacharya Award Jivan Sharma. 24 male and 12 female, altogether 36 coaches from Manipur are receiving training under Chief Coach Jivan Sharma on new techniques, theories and practical knowledge on judo. It may be worth recalling here that the state has produced several Olympian judoka starting with Laurembam Brajeshwari becoming the first women judoka to represent the nation at the 2000 Sydney Olympic Games. She managed to reach the quarterfinals into the Olympic Games. In 2008 Beijing Olympic, Manipur judoka Kumujam Tombi represented the country and also clinched silver medal at the 2014 Commonwealth Games. Meanwhile, Manipuri judoka Sushila Likmabam also represented the country into 2020 Tokyo Olympics. Speaking to newsperson on the sideline, Chief Coach Jivan Sharma commented that this seminar will be incremental in developing Olympian judoka from the state.
But we don't care, nobody caring at grassroots level. Good foundation players once they reach at big academies, and coaches they are helpless there because they are not getting good stuff at that level because their foundation is so weak. Make a strong foundation. We are that this is our attempt, and I'm thanking my IAS authorities and plus Manipur Judo Association and also Judo Federation of India. They are also helping us, and this is my second clinic. First I organized in Delhi, next Haryana, and then other parts of in the country. So I hope this is going to be a very good advantage for our coaches.
PCC Mayai Koibi and Manipur Police Sports Club will lock horns in the final of MNCA Super Plate Cricket Trophy organized by Manipur Cricket Association. Today in the first semi-final match played at Model Higher Secondary School in Oriental College ground, PCC Mayai Koibi defeated AKS DO Khangabok by 72 runs. Manipur Police Sports Club defeated Ruth Maitram by 1 wicket in the second semi-final held at the Kundai Bend Public Ground, Tautong. Well, that's all we have in this bulletin, but before we wind up, let's take a glimpse at the headlines once again. Peace, Progress and Prosperity themed Northeast Integration Rally 2026 aims at promoting unity and peaceful coexistence among the diverse communities of Northeast, rich Imphal. Kokomi convener YK Dhiren urges public to cease work and take part in January 31st public rally demanding IDP, rehabilitation, removal of national highways and integrity of Manipur. Universal Mothers Association appeals for suspension of all entertainment activities including concerts, fairs and Tambola from January 21st until the conclusion of Class 10 and Class 12 board examination. And at 45, Nitin Nabin becomes the youngest national president in the history of BJP. Prime Minister Narendra Modi calls Nabin a leader with strong organizational experience and reiterates confidence in his leadership in what elections. Well, thank you so much for being with us. Coming up next is Primetime Manipur Bulletin. In the meantime, have a great evening and always stay safe.
Luhongba Yaithokjari, Aigi Ichanupi, Komdram Kedasori Devi Amasung, Singzamai Wangma Ketri Lekai, Monkang Lambida Leba, Sri Tongam Sivadas Singhagi Manau, Sri Tongam Banvir Singhagi Hajin Karai, January Kunmatoi the Puzaraga, January Kunhumdoida, Luhongbagi Tauram, Pangtok Naba Taurang Lamba Adu, Yumang Kaimang Bayabadagi, Numit Karani Yaithokjaraga, Lakli